Hello, my name is Jason Roberts, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my hometown, Muskogee, Oklahoma, and why I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. Many of you have heard the song Okie from Muskogee, Deer from this area. What you may not know is that Merle Haggard, who performed that song and also wrote it along with his drummer and his band, according to Wikipedia, they weren't from Muskogee. Merle Haggard's father, when telling stories to him, had talked about back home, and back home was the Muskogee and the Muskogee area. So it was more of a tribute to his father, that song was. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about Muskogee, Oklahoma, and about some of the things that you may or may not know about Muskogee. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the earlier history of Muskogee. I'm going to tell you a little bit about a few festivals in Muskogee, and then I'm going to tell you about a few notable people that you may or may not have heard of from Muskogee. Muskogee was founded by French fur traders along the Verdigris River, which is north of Muskogee, in 1806, with the first permanent settlement being recorded, according to Wikipedia, being recorded in 1817. In 1830, the Indian Removal Act brought the 5 civilized tribes to Oklahoma, and the Creek tribe settled here in Muskogee, and still today, there's a lot of. It's called the Muskogee Creek Nation. The first railroad came into town around 1872, and that caused a boom for the time. Got the city population around 25,000. The first federal courthouse was established in 1889, and the town was incorporated March 19th, 1898. There's several festivals in Muskogee. I'm just going to cover a couple real quick. The first being my favorite, which is the Renaissance Festival. Happens every year in the month of May, and it's out at the Castle of Muskogee. It's an old Renaissance fair with all the lords and ladies and kings and knights and jousting. And then also every year at Honor Heights Park is the Azalea Festival. And the Azalea Festival is just nationally known. People from all 50 states come every year to Muskogee to visit Honor Heights Park, and there's several things that key off of that festival around the month of April. But the Azalea Festival is kind of the thing that runs them all. And also in the wintertime, there's the Garden of Lights in the Honor Heights Park. And it's a wonderful Christmas light show that they put on. It's a drive-through Christmas light show, and you go all the way through the park, and it's timed to music that you can tune your radio to. It's just a really fantastic show. So there's a little bit about some of the art and culture. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some notable people that you may have heard of from Muskogee. Charles N. Haskell, who was the first governor of Muskogee governor of Oklahoma, actually lobbied to have Muskogee be the state capital. I think it's probably just because he didn't want to drive there, but who knows. Bass Reeves was the first African American deputy U.S. Marshal ever, and he was based out of Muskogee. And according to Bill O'Reilly's book, Heroes and Legends, there's a strong belief among many scholars that Bass Reeves was the inspiration for the character of the Lone Ranger. I know the Lone Ranger wasn't black, according to the movies and the books and everything written about him, but they think that Bass Reeves was probably his inspiration. Some notable people still living in Muskogee are John Tyler Hammonds, which is our former mayor, and he was also one of the youngest mayors ever to be elected in the United States. Also, Zach and Colton Swan are still members of Muskogee, and they're a country duo that made famous on the television program The Voice, and now they're currently recording in Nashville. So there's a few things about Muskogee that may help you learn a little bit about my hometown of Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. Thank you.